بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا مولانا محمد رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد صلاة ترضيك وترضيه وترضى بها عنا بما رضيت به عن عبادك الصالحين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم بارك لنا في ديننا في دنيانا واجعلنا من عبادك الصالحين وافتح علينا فتوح العارفين وارض عنا بما رضيت به عنهم ونور قلوبنا بما نورت به قلوبهم واجعلنا على هداهم وارزقنا من بركات أنوارهم وأسرارهم ما تجعلنا فيه من أهل طاعتك. جنبنا اللهم معصيتك بارك لنا في ديننا ودنيانا وأخرانا وارزقنا العمل لما تحب وترضى يا كريم. آمين آمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Allah barakah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're blessed to be together once again to continue the teaching of the book Mawlana Sultan al-Awliya Sayyid Sheikh Al-Jailani al-Aziz. This book Al-Fath ar-Rabbani. May Allah guide us as you have guided him, grant us his ilm, the nur of his ilm and fahm, in dunya wal akhirah. And we are now still within the 55th discourse, inshallah, and we will continue reading bi'idhnillah tonight. For those who have the book, we are page
378.
378. So Brother Aqil will read for us, inshallah. Barakallah fikum.
Reach it.
Yeah, fast. Bismillah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Page 378, second paragraph. O young man, you are empty of the hereafter and full of this world. Your condition grieves me as I am grieved by your separation from the righteous and the saints, and by the way you avoid their company and find satisfaction in your own whimsical ideas. Do you not realize that those who are satisfied with their personal opinions are sure to go astray? There is no one so learned that he does not need more knowledge. There is no scholar who cannot find another more learned than himself. As Allah, Almighty and Glorious is He, has said, and of knowledge you have been given only a little.
No. Empty of the hereafter and full of this world. See the dua, ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. We need both. Dunya and akhirah. Correct?
Yes.
So we cannot neglect each of them. Allah said, Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. Do not neglect your portion of this life. But this become an excuse for people to say, when we see them engaged too much in the dunya, to say, Allah said, do not neglect your portion of this life. You say, yeah, but you are neglecting your portion of akhirah. The meaning of combine both, looking after both dunya and akhirah is, anything you do in this dunya, you have to put in the scale, or let's say in a scope, what you call a scope of akhirah. Whether these deeds going to make me happy or shameful in the akhirah. That's ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة. Okay? Whatever I'm doing in dunya, if these deeds are performing now, going to make Allah happy with me in akhirah or not? That's number one. Number two, the one who will teach you the meaning of dunya and taking of it in a proper way and leaving the things which make you greed, with the nafs and etc. The suhbatu salihin, the pious people, whom they are the one who will taught us how to deal with it, because they have no portion of dunya in their hearts. But it's quite difficult to find these people nowadays, correct? But we'll ask, what is your imagination of the great scholars, whom they are really people who neglect the tama and the greed, whatever any negative things of dunya, and they work for akhirah, and they become an example for us. Whom you think, who they are, how they looks like. It's not that the dress only and the crowd will make them, or will make us feel that they are great. It's how they care for dunya and how they care for akhirah, both. Sayyidina Imam Ali Karramallahu Wajhah said, if you know that you are Ahl dunya or Ahl akhirah, check it in this way. He said, if someone come to give you and someone came to take from you, then you know you are Ahl dunya or akhirah. Someone said, need support for this project, that one. Then you go, yeah, oh, okay, let me think, maybe I will do this, and someone wants to, yeah, marhaba ahlan. When is it? One more thing. Normally, when we have all cloth, we give them to whom? To give this all cloth for whom? To rich or poor people?
Poor.
Poor people. Can you give all cloth to rich people? Why? What the reason? They don't accept. Why they don't accept? You think rich people, if you give them all cloth, I go to someone, I take that all cloth, cover, say this one, my all cloth, Father. He got angry. Why? What the reason? He got angry. You see, Yeah, maybe he will say, hey, give me also, you think I cannot buy? So if he is able to buy, why I give him old or new? You are giving, see, Sayyidina Aisha radiallahu anha, when she gave any sadaqah, she used to put perfume in that sadaqah. They asked why, O mother of believers. He said, it will reach to Allah before it reaches to the poor. Yani it's go where? For what we call verification first, or examination, before it go to the receiver. And whose exam? The one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes, sir.
Because Allah said, إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ. We feed you, we give you for the sake of Allah. When it reaches to the rich, you think they are going to use it? They will just, they have so much, something break through it, doesn't care. But the miskin, he will, Allahu Akbar. he will, maybe he doesn't have. There's some people, they have maybe 2 pieces of cloth. No? So when it's reached to Allah, we give all. When it's to the rich, we give. Even food. Give the balance of the food for, we know, the neighbor, the poor family. Whatever remain of the food, we give to them. Correct? But can we give that to rich people? Or not rich, wealthy people, I'm saying. We are unable. So there is misunderstood for the meaning of dunya and akhirah here. And that's happening with all of us. This is one example I'm giving. There are lots of examples if you want to talk about it. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ
شَرًّا يَرَهُ.
When you understand a little bit can change many things in the life of yourself, your family and others, for good or bad. You have to think of it carefully. Al-Quran explains everything. Said, for example, when you have an argument, there are discussion, and there is argument, and there is debate. Depend on what? Positive one, discussion. Argue, slightly become a bit aggressive. Debate is a worse. Only if it's in the hand of proper people. So those whom they spend their life in debating, their heart got locked or become harder. Problem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ وَلَا السَّيِّئَةُ فَاعْمَلْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. This verse of Quran. You see, let go with what is good. فَإِذَا الَّذِي بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَهُ عَدَاوَةٌ كَأَنَّهُ وَلِيٌّ. This verse, al-ulama said this is the best verse in terms of arguing and talking with others. Starting from in your house, in your office, in your school. Argue for nothing. Sometimes. But these arguments sometimes develop. Then the discussion develop to become argue, become debate, or become like. We used to question always. Why? Why I should do that? Why I do this? Well, and this tend to become what? Hatred. Can create hatred. Allah said, if you want to have a good people whom they used to be your enemy, idfa' billati ahsan. Be the best. You be the best. Okay? But not being the best all the time, to humble yourself, and people took advantage of that. You be the best for them to learn how to be the best. Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. There is uswa hasana. But there is always also limitation for the people to understand that, because Sahaba, radiallahu ummahatil mu'mineen, and the people, you are so nice, so gentle, so kind, so, some people took advantage of that. Right? Sahaba themselves, they come, sit long time, he has some family to attend to. There are Quran verses, and they go to his house anytime. Quran verses came, he don't do that, do not enter, do not go like that. Do not, Allah told them the etiquette of communicating with him, even his wives. His wives, why you eat this? This is not nice, that one. So he say, okay, I won't do it. Quran revealed. You say, hey, what are you talking about? You forgot yourself, looks like. He's Rasulullah. If you continue doing this, look, you go and read Surah Al-Tahrim, you know that. So small matter can cause shaitan to enter. Shaitan is ready. Shaitan, Iblis wa shayateen, ready. You know where they're waiting for you? Shaitan, not in a bar or disco, outside your masjid. The minute you exit masjid, shaitan is there. If not with you inside. The minute you finish your prayer, he is ready to disturb the whole thing. Finish your prayer, Ameen Ya Rab. Discussion happen, there's something planned to be problem. For shaitan, he'll be very happy like that. Allah idfa' billati ahsan. Sometimes you say, hey, why he's not the one who do that? Why you want to push the reward for someone else? Why you not take it by yourself? The answer. Right? So there are lots of things to happen, and we need to deal with it in a proper way. If your salat and your prayers and your recitation of Quran, your tahajjud and your fasting and sunnah, whatever, not going to teach you the meaning of the spirit of Islam, then you're losing the meaning of Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana. You're losing that. You see, a Sahaba and Rasulullah's time, they are with Rasulullah, with him, correct? That's the best. But always pray to Allah, Ya Allah, do not make us among the losers.
Ameen.
The Sahaba with him. But they say, Allah, protect us from being loser, protect us from misguided. Why? Because when you accompany him, the responsibility become more. When you read Quran more, responsibility also become more. If you read magazine, you read book, okay. But when you read Quran, it's instruction. You have to, there's no option for you. The Quran has no options. You are Allah's servant. Be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's it. سمعنا وإيش؟ وأطعنا, and for what we have didn't know. غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. Ya Allah, forgive us. So these are the things which we need to. And you know what else? If you think you're favoring Allah by praying, by doing lots of things, and you think you're favoring Allah and that's it, I'm going to go to Akhirah and I'm going to be 100% min Ahl Jannat al-Na'im wal Firdaus you are in danger that way. Al-Imam, many of you have read Al-Hikam al-Ata'iyya. He say, رب معصية رب طاعة أورثت ذلا واستكبارا رب معصية أورثت خوفا وافتقارا ذلا وانكسارا. It might be ta'ah, obedient to Allah, that make you away from Allah. Being obedient in this, because when you think, I am, and ma'asiyah, you commit ma'asiyah, but you said, this is sin. Ya Allah, forgive me. What I did, this might elevate you when you ask Allah forgiveness. So you have to be very careful in what situation. Not everything that you know that when you are. There is something called إحباط العمل. إحباط العمل, the erase of the deeds, the good deeds you talk about. Yeah, you think all this, you reach empty. But إحباط العمل first came in سوء الأدب. Especially, Allah give example with Sayyidina al-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول. Do not raise up your voice. Do not. You know the verse of Quran. What's going to happen? أن تحبط أعمالكم. If you raise up your voice, the presence of Sayyidina Rasulullah,
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
you call him as you call each other. Yani you think Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at home, Sayyidina Aisha or Sayyidina Ali call him Ya Muhammad? You think she called him like that? She called Ya Rasulullah. Once he had a bit of misunderstanding with Sayyidina Aisha. Had been annoyed. Sayyidina Rasulullah is because he has his example. The people have to see if there's any issue happen and how to solve it. But people looking to him. لمن كان رجل الله واليوم الآخر. So they went to Sayyidina Bakr. Her father and Sayyidina Rasulullah best companion. So Sayyidina Rasulullah said, Ya Bakr, we came for this. There's something I want you to listen to us. He told him in a nice way. He didn't say that I had to argue or something. Nice way. There's something. So I want you to. So Sayyidina Bakr was suspicious. What is happening here? Then Sayyidina Rasulullah said, shall I talk first or you talk first? To Aisha. She said, I talk first. Before she mentioned anything, Sayyidina Bakr slapped her. But she fell down. And she, subhanAllah, came behind Sayyidina Rasulullah. How did it become? And he said, Sayyidina Rasulullah said, we never come for this, Ya Bakr. That was not the intention for you to do this. He said, no. She forgot who you are. She forgot who you are. Huh? There's something which is ajib. So before he listened to anything, let's talk about what ta'deeb, to teach the people, the etiquette with him, because Sayyidina Bakr knows that meaning. Sahaba knows all these meaning. Al-ulama al-mufassirin. This verse of Quran talking about adab. Adab with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? The adab with others, they have to be there also, etiquette of adab. Is between parents and children, between husband and wife, between brothers and sisters, between neighbors and neighbors. They have to be etiquette. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned Quran about this. Huh? والجار ذي القربى والجار الجنوب والصاحب بالجنب. Mention about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala al-ma'ruf, your neighbor, next door neighbor, the farther neighbor. And he said you have to be kind to them. No matter who is he, no matter what religion he. But because your message is ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة. You deal with human beings, you have to bring them. If you just spend your
Change it. Moment has to change.
If you bring your duty is to bring people to Allah in any way, you can, you're able to, right? And to understand the nature of how to deal with people, Jalaluddin Rumi said something very interesting. And this is good answer for those whom they really look after animals. He said the lady have entered Jannah because she quenched the thirst of kalb, dog. She quenched the thirst of dog. Dog was about to die, thirsty, too thirsty. The lady came, saw him, she went inside the well of water, she fed, she gave water. Few times she go in and come up. Go in. Because of that deed, Allah ordered for her to be min Ahlul Jannah. That's good to look after animals. Sah wala la? And Sayyidina Rasulullah. But Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi said something very interesting. He said that was the result of quench the thirst of kalb. How about to quench the thirst of qalb? You did that and kalb or cat or whatever, you got reward. But if you got to quench the thirst of qalb, a human being like you, is much better, of course. So,
Yeah. Our deen teacher taught us how to deal with all this situation. But also taught us how to balance it. Now which one is a priority, which is not. Huh? So these are the things that, alhamdulillah, there is fiqh about all these things. Right? And this fiqh is long time ago. No need for someone to teach us now how to do all these things. Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz time. Sayyidina Umar, no, we go Rasulullah's time. The camel. He went somebody's house, Ahad al-Ansar, for invitation. When he entered, he saw a camel come running towards him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Huh? And he was like, he came to him, and Sahaba, they were to push. He said, leave it. So the camel came and he started like whispering in Rasulullah's ear. Then he said, who is the owner of this camel? Ahad al-Ansar said, me, ya Rasulullah. Say, how dare you are? You have no taqwa? This guy, this Sahabi, he must pray with Rasulullah 5 times and do lots of things, correct? But he said, don't you have taqwa? Rasulullah, why? The camel complained to me that you load him, give him too much work to do, and you give him a little bit of food. The camel have known to go and complain, only said no. That guy said, Wallahi, this camel who complained to you and like this, free fi sabilillah from now. I won't do anything to him. Even no work, nothing. He will be like a pet of the house. Yeah, but you see, someone will say, Sayyidina Rasulullah, she asked you to deal with animals in a nice way. But we forgot something, that Sayyidina Rasulullah is a human being and have good heart to do this. First of all, you have to have human beings to do this. Not to do this and make people, upset with that. They're teaching for everything. It's education. And education takes time. Correct? So, Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, radiallahu anhu, when he became Khalifa, he took over in Sham. Sham is extreme cool weather. There's snow. You never experienced snow in Mecca and Medina, don't have snow. And he was a ruler of Medina before. Then he became Khalifa, radiallahu anhu. So he said to them, how the animals eat in winter? There's nothing, snow everywhere, and they say they will hide, Subat you call it, I don't know what they call it in English anyway. Subat is like they go inside, they make the holes and things and sleep, and they save. They have some food, they save, they store. Baru. Anyway, you understood that time, man. Anyway. So, get the food, and they will do like, what you call it, diet. They eat little. He said, is it enough? They said, no, maybe it's not enough. He created ministry of animals. The animals minister. Right? To feed the animal. He makes stations here, there. The minister and his staff, the team, they have prepared food and send the station here for birds, the station here for other animals to eat every day. He said, so that Allah won't say Yawm al-Qiyamah, an animal was hungry in the land of Muslims, in the Muslim lands. He said, I don't want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to judge us, to say they were an animal hungry in your land. So nowadays, with the existence of videos, and especially in Eid, Qurban, Allah, you can see the things happening. One camel and thousands of people standing. Looks like circus. And people around, Someone said, he said, see, the animal was scared. Not because of the animal slaughtered before and this is the second time. He doesn't know what the meaning of the pain. But he was became crazy because of the people around him, all shouting and the teaching of dealing with this situation, and we have in fiqh, but he never taught. We just talk about certain type of fiqh. The doors of fiqh is big. We neglect all these things. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So, to deal with people, to learn how to talk, and the adab, and the etiquette, and the most important is what Sayyidina Ali said. He said, don't erase the relationship because of mistake. Erase the mistake for the benefit, for the sake of relationship. Don't erase the relationship because of mistake committed, but rather erase the mistake for the sake of relationship. Yani forget about it. Again, someone will say, you listen? Say, yeah, that's for you and for me applied, not for only one. Because sometimes when I give talk like this, people listening, he said, last time Maulana, you said something, my wife, when I go, says, hey, Maulana said like that, huh? He said, but this applied not for her, applied for you also, both of you. So like this, we have this situation. It's not that mean. Okay, there is, in this relationship, there is no losers or winners. If the wife said, I won, and he lost, you think you have to be happy with it? Or he say, I won, and she lost? No. Either both of you loser or both of you winners. Correct? That's how the things should be. But first of all, you understand the terms of conditions of لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. Allah said, this verse of Quran, وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ, between you. There is not, she said, see, Allah said, Quran. Yeah, but you have to be Sakira first to come to you. Huh? And you also, so complete each other. And the other thing is what? Children to play a good role. Like referees in a football. Referee have to be what? Neutral. Neutral. Not with this team or not. The children have to play this role now. Because that's supposed to be their job. They're going to be one day a family. And they will understand this meaning. If they could not understand this meaning now, later in the future they have big problem. Wallahi, I'm telling you. Correct? If you're not going to apply this for our families, and they not understand this, first of all, but I tell you something. It's not the duty of father only. Father duty, when the problems. In good time, they turn to the mothers. When problems, turn to the father. You solve it. We don't care. No, there is no such thing. No such thing. If you want to learn more about this, read Hayat al-Sahaba. Read Sayyidina Rasulullah Sirah al-Nabawiyah. Right? You know what? Great ulama, great scholars. They spend from Fajr till very late teaching. Sayyidina Shaykh Al-Jailani used to teach 30 every day, 13 knowledges. Oh, no, yes, 13. Morning to Sayyidina Imam Al-Zahabi, he said, I spent 2 months with him before he passed away. Huh? And for me, one scholar, you find everything, all in one on him. You say he's enough. No need to go like school, this teacher, this teacher, this teacher. No, he is one, and he himself is a school. Enough for everyone. Imagine from morning till very late, tiring, this, that, teaching, and ikhlas, and with the stress of ilm, because they have to pass it. That's how he said here. What he said just now. You know why they feel good? 2 things make them feel good. and energetic. Two things. Dhikrullah and good family. When he go back home, received by good wife and good family. That's what Allah said, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. Go, you find sakina. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ الْآيَاتُ. There is a signs for the people for that, to reflect. Allah said, وَجْعَلُوا بِيُوتَكُمْ إِيش قِبْلَةً. Make your houses as a qibla, the people looking to it as a good example. The prophets are messengers. So the people looking to you as an example. So he wants us to be, the things start from how? From school. Right? That first place. He said, Sayyidina Sheikh, he said, your condition grieves me, as I am grieved by your separation from the righteous and the saints. You being attached with these people, they will teach you lots of things. The wealth of your life is to get a person who guides you to Allah. That's it. Your wealth will change the whole situation. And that's what they used to do. But the meaning of shuyukh, the meaning of suluk and bay'ah and tariqah, is to find someone to guide you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You think only by dhikrullah? Al-dhikr is not only the dhikr we do, al-dhikrullah is to, whenever you want to do something, remember Allah. والذين إذا فعلوا فاحشة أو ظلموا أنفسهم إيش؟ ذكروا الله. You do something wrong, they remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That ذكروا الله. That is also dhikr. Yeah? So these are all the things which we need to highlight. So that, life to be good life and akhirah will be good. Jalaluddin Rumi said, accompany awliya Allah will make you among awliya Allah. Yes, really. And Sayyidi Shaykh Abdul Qadir Al-Jailani said, there is no one so learned that he does not need more knowledge. No such things. I oftenly hear Al-Allama Fulan. And this one, you see, like when you exceed the limit, after 120 kilometers, things will come. Ting, ting, ting. They say you have exceeded the limit, careful. Right? And then the car, the heat, overheat, the red color will come also, the overheated. Correct? We have like this also. When we hear this Allama, I feel shocked. Where is it? Why is Allama? You know what Allama mean? I grant whoever himself, the one he called himself Allama, he doesn't know the meaning of Allama. I challenge anyone if he knows what the meaning of Allama. Ya akhi, Alim is a big name. Alim itself is big name. Alim, just. Sayyidina Ahmad al-Rifa'i, Qaddasa Allah sirrah, al-Rifa'i al-Kabir. Someone said, Ya Sheikh, he said, don't call me Sheikh. And don't call me Ahmad, I am Uhaymid. I'm not a book, I'm a notebook, small. I am little man. He's like this. With all the Imam Shafi'i, Imam Abu Hanifa. Al-Allama is big. I accompany ulama. They are really Allama. If you want to say, they deserve this. Because when he talk, I remember our Sheikh, Rahmatullah alayhi, Shaykh Abdul Kareem, once, a man came to him. Man is a Bedouin like. And he saw the books next to him. The books. His books, all books. He like this, his next to him, always. Sometime sometime what we call this? Pause. We have pause sometime, huh? Like you're sitting alone and just looking back. His pause when he looked to his books. He paused, just looked. When he looked to the books, looking to the ilm. That he never paused for anything. He paused because of Oh, today, what? Or the wife, what I'm going to cook today? I don't know. Oh, what I'm going to eat today at home now. So simple, right? Yeah. And someone asked him a question. He said, "Ya Sheikh, these books, you read all of these books?" He said to him, "No, I memorize all these books. I'm not read. I memorize them." He said to him, "Yeah, if you lose one of them," he said, no need. If I lose a book, it's already." And we noticed that when he read, when we study, like we make mistake, and he's always like that. You feel he's sleeping. Like if you see someone like that, they will jump. But even mistake, he said, "Hey," he will correct. We are reading, and he's sensitive. Allah ajib. If you talk about kushufat, to read, there are people who doesn't know all these meanings. Of course, they cannot, But those whom they are, if you see, if someone look to the sea, you say, "Oh, the sea is too big. Huh? Or this ocean is too big. How to reach?" But the captain will say, "I have crossed the sea many number of times." So for him, it's like, that's normal. Deep. So of course, the people who doesn't know these meanings, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have given us the barakah of ulama ar-Rabbaniyin. They're concerned. See, the Sheikh said, they're concerned not for himself. He said, "I grieve as I am grieved by your separation from the righteous and saints. And by the way, you avoid their company and find satisfaction in your own whimsical idea? What? Whimsical idea. Do you not realize that those who are satisfied with their personal opinions are sure to go astray? Those who are happy with them, can go astray very fast. Because whom to ask? Who will help them to correct? In this difficult life, those days, wallahi, in one place, you will have more than one zawiyah. This zawiyah Sheikh Fulan, Tariqa Qadiriyah, Chishtiyah, Naqshbandiyah, Rifa'iyah. And you know the beauty of it, what? Mawlid. Today, the Zawiyah Qadiriyah hosting Mawlid Rasul. All these people will go. Tariqa Chishtiyah hosting Mawlid. Everyone will go. This one, everyone. Nowadays, what? When is he making the Mawlid? Wednesday. Okay, we make also Wednesday then. So split that. And shall I go to the Sheikh? He's making Mawlid. We are going to make. Why we go there? But where is the tarbiyah here? I don't know. There's no tarbiyah here. Wallahi no tarbiyah. La hawla la quwwata illa billah. He once, Sheikh Allah yarham, told us something very interesting. He accompanied ulama. He said, I was the age of 12 or something. Bashir, what's your age now? Kashif, yeah. Now, of course, some like this, people make story. MashaAllah, Yeah, he said, I was the age of 12, The Sheikh Rahmatullah alayh, he said, my Sheikh Alauddin Qadir al-Naqshbandi, said to him, hey, Abdul Karim, you follow me. I'm going to meet one shuyukh. They have a meeting that day. Different tariqas. They have meeting in the Sheikh, so and so. He was invited, Sheikh Alauddin, to go. I said, Allah, I'm going with him. That's great, So when we reach, he said, you stay outside. close the door. I was standing outside all the way. Standing. I never sit because he says stand outside. He doesn't say sit outside. They're like that, subhanAllah. So I was standing. Hours maybe. No complaint also. So when he came out, he saw me say, okay, let us go. He said his shawl he wear, he put the shawl like that, threw it into his shoulder. He said that shawl touched my chest. He said, Wallahi, I felt something, Allah, khushu'. Because the shawl was in that majlis. And touched the blessing, subhanAllah. The shawl touched him, he felt something great. Barakatu Salihin. These type of people those days. And you know what we do nowadays? We expose faults. We never expose good things. We just search for faults. We became like tracing the disease in the blood. The doctor, when you go see the doctor will say, oh, mashallah, you know. Oh, the blood sugar is good, huh? Alhamdulillah, that's good. He talk about positive things. Then the last thing he say, but you have small issues. Good, but if you from beginning he say, oh, you have this matter, you know, Allahu Akbar. What? Later, whatever he said, the good things he go to, you find no flavor for. That's how now in the news, turn on TV, news, killing, fighting. At the end, there is a exhibition of roses in somewhere else. Yeah, start with the good news first. Let us feel a bit, and then you go for the bad. So like we became people of searching of. Allah says, idfa' billati ahsan. Just forget about it. Push it. Forget. فَإِذَا الَّذِي بَيْنَكَ He give us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the solution to change people. You'll find بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَهُ عَدَاوَةً enmity. You find the one who's big enemy between you and him. كَأَنَّهُ وَلِيٌّ حَمِيمٌ He will be for the best of friend of yours. See, Shaykh Abdul Qadir used to say, your challenges, what is it? To make the bad one good, and to make the good great, and to make the great greater. See how beautiful challenges. Now, what we have? Allah. Jeep. So much of conflict. In the name of deen, by the way. In the name of Allahu Akbar. I don't know from where all we got these things. Where is a great scholar to teach us all these things? And of knowledge you have been giving only a little. وَمَا أُوتِيتُ مِنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ. Okay, just read a little bit more before an end. Yeah.
You must stay with the broad mass. Stay with the great majority. Stick to the high road. You must stay the course and stop splitting off in order to follow the path to the end. As the Prophet ﷺ, Allah bless him and give him peace, has said, follow the book and the sunnah.
Naam.
And do not introduce heretical innovations, for you have been given everything you need.
Teaching, all alhamdulillah, being given to us, everything complete, walillah alhamd. Now, what is after that? Explanation of ulama. Who will teach you the Quran? You cannot study Quran by yourself, and you cannot study by someone who doesn't know. You have to study with someone who studied the Quran before. And you've been given ijazah. Go study under alim, the alim, and ilm al-hadith also. الفقه أصول فقه النحو بلاغة So these all, alhamdulillah. And the scholars of the Ummah, we have, I don't know, hundreds of scholars. But one of them, Wallahi, equal to, I don't know, Imam Nawawi, Imam al-Hajar, Imam Suyuti, bin Abdin. I'm talking about, I'm not talking Al-Izz bin Abdul Salam, great fuqaha. They left. Imam Suyuti, Imam Nawawi passed away his age 40 something, and he left for us these books. Until now teaching. He's Shaykh Al-Jailani, Imam Al-Ghazali. They're the scholars of the Ummah. Huh? And the majority of the Ummah, 95%, followers of this path, these people. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين. No need someone to come now and teach us the deen. I like Sayyidina Al-Hasan al-Basri's advice. That's enough. Sayyidina Al-Hasan al-Basri, a man came to him. Ya Aba Sa'id, Ya Imam, Al-Hasan al-Basri, when he entered to Basra, he saw Basra empty. Basra is a bazaar, souk. You know the bazaar, how busy? Bazaar is a port, and Basra is very famous. He came to Basra. Hey, where is the people? He said, what happened here? Is it public holiday? Even public holiday, people still around. He said, there's something happening. Where are the people? They say, oh, they are at Masjid listening to Al-Hasan al-Basri talk. Ajib. Imam like Al-Hasan al-Basri, a man came to him. Said, Ya Imam, Ya Hasan, I came to argue with you about deen. So, وَإِذَا خَاطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. Don't waste time with this pattern. What he said to him, see his answer, he said, brother, I know my deen very well. But if you lost your deen somewhere, go and search of it. And that place, if you lost your deen somewhere, go and search it. But I know my deen very well. Correct? That's how. Nowadays people want to teach us the path. The path of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah especially. Wallahi, unfortunately, these things happen. But if in our life, example, someone like Imam Suyuti or Imam bin Hajar or one of them in our life, one, you will be surprised with this. Another ulumi with us, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What is happening? And those people, they never used to sit under aircon in a room with the computers. They're travelers. They take, how long it will take from them to read and to write books and to study? You think they are in the house, they have generator and aircon and this one? Candle. And sometimes, it's like Imam An-Nawawi said, don't have money to buy candle, I wait for the full moon to study at night, to write in the moon. Full moon. Like this. Never sleep. Wait for that too. And nowadays we said, hey, who is Fulan? He doesn't. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Allah guide us. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين. May Allah guide us, may Allah protect us, may Allah keep us safe in this path, and to live happily, peacefully, and to live. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ask Him to take out any portion of shaitan from our hearts, from our homes, from our schools, from workplace, from our countries, from everywhere. The last thing to do is to find yourself accompanying shaitan, na'udhu billah. May Allah protect us. If our nafs has something, help us to correct it. Send someone to help us to correct. Dullana, Sayyidi Shaykh Abdul Qadir, Allahumma dullana ala man yadulluna alayk. Ya Allah, guide us to the one who will guide us to you. I don't want someone to guide us for anything. I want Allah to guide us, someone who will guide us to know the meaning of رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. We ask Allah to protect us from evil of seen and evil of unseen, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us to get the ilm and fahm, and those whom they listen to advice and they follow the best of it always, insha'Allah, to take our Sayyidina Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam as a great example, and that Allah will grant us that Sayyidina Rasul will be happy with us, Rida, be satisfied with us, because the next after being Rida with us is He loves us, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's the highest level, inshallah. Inshallah, Allah grant us حب النيبيين وصحبة الصالحين وفهم المتقين وعلم المخلصين والبركة في الدين، وأن الله يفتح علينا فتوح العارفين ويرضى عنا، بارك لنا في التوجهات والمقاصد والأعمال. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما، تفرقنا بعد تفرقا باركا ومعصوما، ولا تجعل معنا ولا فينا ولا منا شقيا ولا محروما. دعواهم فيها سبحانك اللهم، تحيتهم فيها سلام، وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. تقبل الله منا.